Welcome back to another exciting, titillating, scintillating,
vivacious,
effervescent, sparkling episode of A Guide to Poor Parenting. We finally looked up synonyms for scintillating.
Yes.
Apparently, the main definition of scintillating is actually like sparkling. So, like the sun is scintillating.
Okay.
But, yeah, whatever. I've always, I think I heard it from other podcasts, scintillating. I'm like, oh, that sounds exciting and fun. So, whatever. Well, welcome back to another episode of A Guide to Poor Parenting, a podcast where me, Jason.
And me, Jennifer.
Have a few drinks.
And talk shit about our kids.
Please follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Guide to Poor Parenting, all one word.
Please
do. Miss Jennifer, how's your week been?
It's been okay. You had the pleasure of having Wesley spend the night a couple times this week so I could do some extra work stuff. And so, again, very, very thankful to you for letting him not have to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning for me to drive all the way out here just to drive all the way somewhere else. So, other than that, it's been a good week. Work's been not so busy, but,
Well, both nights he spent with us, he actually got up before we did.
Really?
Yeah.
That's so surprising.
Because I know you fight with him in the mornings to get him up.
Oh my God, all the time.
So, yeah, he's always up.
A different place. Maybe he didn't sleep. So he didn't sleep good one night, he said.
Yeah.
And he said Clea kept him up. I think her bed squeaks.
It does.
And he can hear it. He doesn't have his fan because his fan makes noise.
Does he have an overhead fan or a side fan?
He has both.
Oh, okay. Because we have an overhead fan. I offered to turn it on, but I guess it just doesn't make enough noise for him.
Yeah, I mean, you can barely hear overhead fans. But I keep it I sleep with fans 24/7 all day, every day.
You sleep with a fan making noise machine sometimes.
If I don't have a fan, because I need noise.
I have to, when I sleep, I cannot have any kind of noise or light. One time I spent the night in a hotel, and it was in New Orleans, and it was the old, it may have been the slave quarters, I'm not sure, but it was there was no windows in the room. Mm-hmm. Slept like a fucking baby, because it was a goddamn cave. Yeah, no light.
I would do good in the no light, because I sleep with a sleep mask. And because I've had some of these drugs for my headaches, I've had some weird side effects when it comes to sleeping, and I think I have a little bit of the sleep paralysis where I see things that aren't really there, and it creeps me out. So I decided just to sleep with a sleep mask, because if I open my eyes, I can't see nothing. So, but I always have to have noise. I'm quiet.
Unless the demon's in.
Yep.
Into your mind.
Yeah, sure. I just don't like it. I don't like quiet. There's always something wise going on.
I don't know what is wrong with the fan in our bedroom, but lately, if you put it on low setting, it'll occasionally make a ticking sound, something's the pull chains are kind of knocking against each other, but they're not. Mm. And so, we were laying here in bed, and Zane was like, I can't handle that. So I was like, does it always do that? And he said, only on low. So we either have to crank it on medium or high to not make the clicking sound.
Okay.
But whatever.
At least you figured it out.
Yeah. Let's see. What are we drinking this week, Miss Jennifer?
We are still on our advent calendar for those that have been paying attention to our podcast. Today we have Divine Pondering. It's a Pinot Noir, North Macedonia.
I'm pondering why it's so bad.
Yeah.
Because it is not a good Pinot Noir.
It is not. We've definitely had better Pinot Noirs.
Yeah.
The even sadder thing is it doesn't even have any really alcohol content. So it's 12%. At least if you're going to be bad, have more alcohol in it.
Seriously. I'd let Clea drink this. It was funny. We went to a restaurant one time. We went to there's a Italian restaurant, Italian Applebee's in town called Bravo's, and they have we had wine, and Clea was asking about it, so I got a little straw and gave her a teensy tiny little sip of it, just to see it. She just didn't like it, so I was like, yeah, that's wine. If you get older, if you live,
if I don't kill you.
I was like, when you get older, your taste buds will develop into enjoying bitter flavors more.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't stand bitter or really, complex flavors like this when I was young. It had to be sweet.
Yeah.
But now it's too much sweetness, like a Moscato or what are they called? Riesling or the American rosés are gross. They are so sweet to me.
Yeah.
It's like, even I mean, like sodas. I can't drink regular sodas now. But do you like Rieslings and Moscatos and
I
those?
like Moscatos. I've never liked Rieslings or
Okay.
Rosés. I've not found ones that I've liked.
Oh, wow.
But I do like a Moscato still. I still like stuff.
I've had a dessert wine once that I liked, but I was also pretty drunk, so that may. But
That helps.
Yeah.
You really drink whatever's there. But I mean, yeah, when you're younger, you're drinking Boone's Farm and
Fuck yeah, bro.
Mad Dog 2020 and anything you get your hands on.
Natty Light.
Which I don't drink beer, so I'm not never was a beer drinker.
Yeah.
But I was into liquor and sweet stuff. So there was I think it was a Moscato called Bug Juice.
Hell yeah.
That was my first wine that I ever liked. Sweet as fuck. Like, oh my god, you get cavities just taking a sip of it. And that was where I kind of started from, because I was like, I don't like wine. And I was like, ooh, I like this. And then it just kind of evolved from there. And I can't Bug Juice now. That's too sweet, but yeah, it's crazy how you're tasting.
Yeah. I think it was in my mid-30s when mine started shifting. Because I couldn't. I remember I went to a bar and I was like, oh, they had Smirnoff Triple Black. And I remember drinking that in my 20s. I was like, oh, I love this. And I had one, I was like, what? It was just so sickly sweet. And I was like, how do you drink this stuff? But I'm not get diabetes from it.
That's right.
So yeah, if you get one of these Costco advent calendars, just know I don't know if it's ours was the bad one, or maybe it like got frozen or overheated in shipping or something. But I have not been super thrilled with anything we've had.
I mean, they're not like horrible, but I think that's why it's
A couple of them have been really bad.
Yeah, but overall, they're okay. I think it's just advent calendar. It's just not going to be the best ones in the whole world. It's just,
But they should be better.
I mean, they should be, yes, but
I mean, I think this one we got was probably like mid to low.
Yeah.
On the quality or the taste. I haven't really enjoyed many of them.
Yeah.
But we're gonna push through.
That's right. Gotta get through these.
God damn it.
Mama spent a lot of money on it for you guys,
That's
and
right.
I get to suffer through with you.
That's right.
Thank you for that.
You are welcome, my dear. Well, speaking of suffering through things, what are we talking about this week?
We are talking about
Fuck them kids.
Oh my god.
So I guess the first thing I want to ask is, I've known parents that will give their kids allowance for getting their chores done.
Yep.
Neither you or I do that, but
Nope.
would you ever do that for Wesley?
No.
Yeah.
I mean, if he wants to earn some money, he can do extra stuff.
Yeah, that's what we told Kalia.
I want him to learn that these chores help him, or he's going to have to do this the rest of his life.
Yeah.
I don't think that you should get paid for doing stuff that you have to do in your house. And
Yeah.
I don't get paid for it, so why should he?
True.
And I don't know, and it might sound mean, but he just needs to suck it up and do it like we all do.
Yeah.
And so I don't want him to think that he gets rewarded and then he moves out on his own and then he's like, where's my money? No, you do it. But if he like I said, wants to earn some extra money, then he can, do that. But right now, there's not anything I have really to give him for extra money. So
What does his chores look like?
he has to keep his room clean.
How often?
Just
In general?
in general.
Oh, okay.
And then if it starts to get kind of bad, like he picks up after himself, and then every weekend we do clothes. He has to get his clothes together, separate his shirts, underwear, socks in one pile, sheets, and then put his, t-shirts and pants and shorts in the other pile. He has to make sure they're not inside out. Not the socks and that would. And then just like make sure that all the stuff's out from underneath his bed. So we do that probably once, where I make him kind of deeper clean his room, because he just stuffs stuff everywhere. So like about once a month I make him get everything out from underneath the bed and out of the closet, and places that he likes to just stuff some. Then he also has to keep his bathroom clean, because he's a boy and boys are nasty.
Girl.
So
Or a 9-year-old little girl ain't much better.
He has to do his tub and his toilet and his sink and sweep him off the floor, which is usually, I try to do about once a month, because it's hard to remember, because I don't go into that bathroom.
Right.
It's hard for me to remember to tell him, go clean your bathroom. And it's usually what we do. We did it today, actually. He usually just gets naked and then he goes and scrubs the tub naked so that he can take a shower right after he gets done getting, scrubbing and everything like that. Because he is really particular about touching stuff, even though it's his. So, like, scrubbing the toilet, if we have to, like, wipe the seat down and wipe anything down, he's got one finger on the paper towel. Like, he doesn't like to touch dirty stuff. But he'll pee everywhere. It doesn't make any sense, but in his mind, it's so funny.
Well, it's weird, too, because, like, he doesn't like dirty stuff, but last night we went to Texas Roadhouse for dinner, and he was bugging the shit out of everybody for more rolls because he was so hungry. And there was one roll left, and I'd had, like, the least, so I was like, I was going to eat it. And I'm sitting there just kind of tearing apart eating it. And he's like, oh, can I have a bite? And I just licked it. And he's like, that's fine, I'll take some. So I shoved the whole thing in my mouth and then took it out. And he's like, that's fine, I'll eat it.
I didn't even notice that. Did he eat it?
Nope, because I didn't give it to him. Because I was like, that's gross.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm hungry. And I was like, oh, you're so gross. I don't understand.
It's like a line he will cross if you really want something.
Yeah.
But then all the other times it's, no. Like, to get his way.
Oh, yeah, totally.
I'll put a stick in my mouth that I found outside to show you that I can eat off this said stick.
Yeah.
But then I won't touch my own, just a paper towel that might have my pee on it.
Have you thought about, like, kitchen gloves?
Huh?
Have you thought about getting some kitchen gloves?
I have not. I might have to do that.
These are pretty cheap. Or Zane's got some nitrite gloves. The
nurse stuff?
Yeah, the nurse stuffs.
I might have to do that.
Yeah, it might, like, make it less of a arduous thing.
But it's not, it's just funny.
Yeah,
it doesn't really bother me. It's just funny that he's like one finger and moving the paper towel like that. One finger can get dirty, but not his whole hand. It's just I think it's funny because I'm just like, dude, look, you're naked, cleaning your bathroom. You're about to get washed. What does it matter? And you should have seen his tub. Ugh. Oh my God, it was nasty. And he's like, well, my feet are clean all the time. No, they're not. If you stand in said dirty bathtub and you're washing everything else might be getting clean, but your feet are not. Oh, that's just my feet, Mom. I don't care.
Ugh.
But you don't want to touch pee. The hell? Like, I don't understand. That's my son for you.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really do. He has to, like, if he has to rinse off his dishes, clean his bathroom, clean his bedroom, and then when I clean the whole house, I have him do it with me. So he might sweep or mop, and then he might dust. He likes to dust with a Swiffer. Just run the Swiffer over everything. So I let him do the things that he likes to when it comes to when we clean the whole house together.
Right.
But that's about it. I don't really have too much chores for him. I did when I think like the first year I had him, I did make him mow, but it took him like 18 hours to mow the backyard, and he would just play, and it would be a waste of gas and a waste of time, and I just got tired of it, so now I pay for the yard.
Yeah. Because
I just don't want to deal with it, and I should keep making him do it, but I don't want to have to sit at the house to make him do it kind of thing, so yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah. What about baby girl? What's her chores?
Mostly the same. I've kind of, I think Zane agrees with me on this one. It's like, if it's stuff that, it's like chores that we have, like mopping or whatever, even though she may have contributed a little bit to it, it's still like, I would have done it regardless of her being here, so I don't make that her chore. It's like, if it's something that she is responsible for, like, her mess in her room, then she's going to clean it up. Mostly, the big regular chores we have for her are every weekend she has to strip her bed and start her clothes in the laundry. Sorry for snorting in the microphone. And if y'all heard anything weird on the mic, it's because I have a mischievous little kitten attacking my microphone stand and being slightly annoying. And I've been trying to get him away without making too much noise while Jennifer was talking.
He's cute.
Uh-huh.
Meow meow.
Let's see, other chores. Usually, like, we're trying to teach Khalida how to cook a little bit. So we've been, when we make the easier stuff like spaghetti or whatnot, we'll make her, like, we'll make her do it with our assistants.
Yeah.
And whenever we eat dinner, I try and get her to help with the setting the tables, getting the dishes out and the silverware and the napkins and stuff like that.
Right.
If I remember to do it half the time,
Yeah.
just like I'm right here.
Bathroom.
Yeah, and cleaning her bathroom because she uses the hall bathroom, which is kind of like one of the major public bathrooms. And so there was a cat trying to attack my hand. But I don't think, and we have someone mow our yard too, because she tried, when I offered to let Wesley mow the yard, she's like, I want to do it. And she did it for 10 minutes, and that was it.
Yeah.
Zane's getting up, the cat keeps attacking my arm. But, I feel like we should have her do more chores, but I'm certainly not going to pay her to do the things she's responsible for. I'm trying to think what else we need to have her do. Yeah. Oh, well, yeah. And we'd make her pick up all her crap around the house because that girl, I don't think she likes socks very much, because as soon as she gets home, them socks and shoes are off and just in weird locations, and we find socks under cushions and couches and just the weirdest places. And I'm always like, God damn it. But the biggest headache we have with her with chores is usually the laundry.
Yeah.
Because we'll have her do the laundry, and then it'll just be sitting in the basket for almost a week before we make her fold, just because either we forget or we get lazy. But on multiple occasions, she'll fold her clothes or start folding her clothes, and she says she's done, and we're like, okay, go put it up. And instead of putting them up, she puts them in her the folded clean clothes. She puts them in her in the basket. She'll put it in the closet and then throw her dirty clothes on top.
Yep.
And on I think 3 occasions we've made her rewash everything. Oh. Because I'm just like, that is ridiculous. Yep. Just put your goddamn clothes up.
Yeah.
Or she'll put them up and put her newly folded clothes and just ball them up and stuff them in the drawer.
Yeah. I used to be a bit more particular about making sure she put her stuff away correctly, but now I'm just like, it's put away. It's got a home.
Yeah.
I wish it was neater, but I'm not going to fight too much on it. I don't really care that much.
Yeah.
And we used to make her be real particular about matching up her socks.
Yeah.
But she loses her socks so quickly.
Well, and then kids don't wear matching socks anymore. Like a lot of girls, they like to mix match.
Yeah.
So they would undo what they put together to get this sock that's purple and this sock that's pink, and wear a pair of pink socks.
Yeah. And one's knee high and the other one's ankle length.
Yeah, yeah.
So.
I was the same way with Wesley. I used to be like, fold them, put them in the drawers, but now I'm just like, just get them off the floor.
Yeah.
But I don't let him get any tablet or TV until his clothes are folded. So we wash on Saturday, and then Sunday morning he has to put everything up. And if he doesn't put everything up, he does. So that usually puts a fire underneath his butt to do what he's supposed to do. And even if I'm just shoving it in a drawer, at least it's off the desk and it's in his place. So
we haven't been too big about forcing her to clean her room on the regular. If it gets really funky, I'll make her do it. Or it's just kind of a trip hazard everywhere, I'll make her do it. But most of the time, I'm just like, all right, clean your room, make the bed, put all your toys in a home.
Yeah.
Find a spot for them that's not on the floor and not out and about, and then you can have a tablet. And that normally works. Every now and then she'll go a couple of weeks, which is, I can tell she's kind of overwhelmed by it, so she's not getting the tablet.
Yeah.
But most of the time it works out pretty well. Although I do, when we first got her, I was real particular about, she has a bookshelf in her room, and she's got a couple of bins, collapsible bins in the bookshelf, and all her dolls and toys go in there.
Mm-hmm.
She's accumulated more over the years, so I got her another bookshelf that goes under her elevated bed, and she's got a few more bins. And when we first got her, I would make her dump everything out. Every 4 months or so, I'd let's dump everything out of your bins, go through it, get rid of crap you don't need. Because half the shit's McDonald's crap that she's never going to play with again.
Yep.
Or it's the odd, accessory for a doll that the doll's been gone for a year and a half. But, I can't get rid of it because my other dolls might wear it even though it doesn't fit them. And I used
one shoe because she might find the other shoe and it goes to her special doll.
Oh my fucking god!
Yeah.
But yeah, I used to do that a bit with. I've been lazy ever since probably the hip surgery. I haven't been doing too much, but I need to get in there with her and like make her dump out all her bins. And oh Lord, the cat has gone insane. Zane is chasing the cat around with a spray bottle because he's like jumping all over me and going crazy. Yeah, I'm trying to think I think cleaning the bathroom is the only other thing that's kind of hard, just because you have to, with that one, you have to kind of stand over her and watch her do it.
Yeah, I have to spray the spray for Wesley, not even the spray. Because he'd be like, walk in, I'm done, and then leave, and not have done shit. Because that's how he is.
Oh, yeah.
So I have to sit there, spray everything, tell him what to do, watch him do it, then spray again, give him a paper towel, wipe this down, watch him, scrub this, scrub it harder, scrub this. I already did that. No, you didn't. See the dirt there. Like, I have to.
Yeah.
It's a whole ordeal. It is.
It's very exhausting.
But you can't, if I were to say, go clean your bathroom, he'd come out, say he was done, and then I'd have to go do the whole thing again. So I'm at that point where I'm like, you know what, I'll stand there for 15, 20 minutes, making you do it just to get it done because it smells.
Yeah.
And, it just, kids.
Is Wesley the type of kid where you're like, okay, go pick up all the trash on the ground, and he'll pick up like 4 pieces and be like, I'm done?
Oh, yeah, he is.
The other day, I asked Clea, I was like, go get your trash can out of your bathroom and throw it away. And get a new
Bag?
New bag for the what do you call it? Trash can. And so she did that. And I was like, are you done picking up the trash? And she's like, yes. So I went in there. Trash can's empty. She did that part, but like you could see behind it, there was still a shit ton of crap.
Yeah.
So I was like, "Are you blind?" She's like, "What are you talking about?" I was like, "Move the basket away." She's like, "There's nothing there." I was like, "Do you not see the giant piece of cardboard and like the menstrual product wrappers everywhere?" And she's like, "Oh."
Yeah.
So I was like, "Go pick them up." She did it. Went back in. Still like little bits of like quarter-sized pieces of paper everywhere.
Right.
I'm like, well, I was like, "Are you fucking blind?" Yeah. What the hell's wrong with you?
You have to spell it out for them. That's what I do with Wesley. Okay, so you're going to go in the bathroom. Look at your trash can. Pick it up off the floor, because usually it's knocked over for some reason. I don't know why. If you see any pieces, anything at all, pick it up, put it in a trash can. Okay, Mom, I'm done. Okay, baby, there's still more pieces of trash that you did not get on the other side of the toilet for some reason. Get those, put them in trash can. Did you get all the trash? Yes, Mom. Oh, baby, there's still some right there, right there, right there. Pick it up. And I don't know why they don't see it. I think it's because they don't want to do it.
Amen.
And they just have, their tablet goggles on that just says tablet, or TV, and they just don't want to do it. But I'm just like, come on, child. Let's do it. So we just do step by step. I do one thing at a time because also with his ADHD, he doesn't remember things. So I have to keep on reminding him. So I just stand there and tell him. And the reason why I have him clean the house with me, I know that I would be cleaned even if he wasn't there, because that's what you said that you do with Clea. But I want him to know how to do it. Yeah. Because I don't want him growing up having the man mentality of my girlfriend or my wife or my significant other is going to clean the house and not do his job. So I want to make sure he knows how to do it and knows that he is half responsible, just like he would be in a relationship later on down the line. So that's why I do it, because I don't really want his help, because I would do a much better job at whatever he's doing, but I need him to know, So that's why I do it.
No, I agree with your sentiment, and I feel like I probably should be doing that too. I think part of I get lazy.
Well, and she's not a 10, and he's 12, so he's a little older too. I don't remember if I did that when I probably did, but maybe not as much. But the older they get, the more that they, that I think they need a little bit more responsibility. What
about with making food? Because I have noticed when we have the kids over, you still prep a lot of Wesley's food.
Yeah.
Why don't you let him do it?
Well, I have a really small kitchen.
No, I mean even over here.
Because I don't trust him. I'm scared. Aluminum foil in your microwave would bust up your microwave. Like, I just don't trust him. Yes, he's 12, and yeah, you're showing your 10-year-old how to do stuff, but my 12-year-old is not mature as your 10-year-old. So I feel like, I mean, he makes toast at the house. He can make his own cereal, but I just...
Like, when we have, even when it's, like, basic stuff, like with pizza, we'll get the pizza, and I've seen you'll go get the napkins and the ranch and the plates, and I'm like, girl, get them to do it.
But you don't, I mean, I do it for Kalia, too. I do it for...
I know, you shouldn't. Don't do that.
I do.
Don't. Fuck them kids.
Again, this is not my house. I don't want Wesley picking up a plate and breaking it.
I mean, he's going to be picking up plates regardless, because he's already using our microwave without asking.
Oh. But anyways, I do it for both of them. I get all their food ready.
I know.
I always have. I've done that for the last 4 years for both of them. I open up their burgers, put their fries down, tell them to go get the ketchup, put their straws in. I'm a mama. Leave me alone. Damn it. Make me feel bad for helping my babies out.
Yeah, whatever. It's not like I make Clea clean up the house, so.
Exactly, sir.
All right, I'll make Clea clean up the house more often if you make Wesley prep his food more.
But I also do it for Clea. It's not like I'm singling out Wesley. I'm not
I
doing
know,
it for Clea, so you'd have to say both of them.
Okay, I'll make Wesley do chores around the house too.
Oh, I mean, that's fine. He pretty much thinks that the room that he spends the night in is his anyways. Yeah. Little asshole.
I mean, at this point,
my room.
At this point, it practically is.
I know. But I don't ever want him to think that it is, because I don't want him... I mean, yeah, he's already stole stuff from here, but I'm trying to, stop that. Ugh.
Oh, wow.
But we spend so much time together. I was explaining our relationship to a coworker. We do everything together. I'm pretty much there. Because they were like, don't you do stuff with friends? And I'm like, 2 of them. And she's like, what do you mean? I was like, well, if I'm not home, I'm just at my second home. I spend the whole weekend. We do a podcast together. Our kids play together. They have a bigger house, so we can separate the kids. And I'm just there. If I'm not home, I'm at Jason.
True.
If I'm not at Jason's, I'm home. I don't do anything else. I mean, I do have other friends, yes, but I don't really see them unless they come to Jason's or they come in a while. So it's she was making me feel kind of bad. I was like, that's all I do. But I love it. And, we're going to have a family trip at the end of May together because we have not got on each other's nerves enough for us not to spend as much time as we gather, and I love that.
That's true.
So, and you parent Wesley me. You helped me out.
I'm going to start making him clean that room then.
Well, I mean, that's fine. I made him pick up all the stuff and throw away his pull-ups yesterday because I saw them in there, and he was like, Jason said I could put them in there. But you have to throw it away now. You're done spending the night. Go throw it away. So, yeah, it's, I love our dynamic. We have an awesome dynamic. And if I didn't have you guys in my life, you and Zane, I don't think I would have West. Because there would be no way for me to parent him. And pick him up from school and take him to school and like all the stuff, especially with summer coming up. I would not be able to. So I really appreciate you guys and I love you.
I don't think you probably wouldn't have gotten into the APAC program without us, probably.
I might have. I don't know. Because I've always thought about... I always wanted to be a mom. It might have been a different route that I would have taken.
Yeah.
But I think I would have tried. But I don't know if it would have succeeded. Because of not having a dad
well, just a co-parent. Yeah.
And you working from home, being able to help me out where, he can just be on his tablet at your house. Because I can't trust him by himself. Which is... In my head, it's a little crazy because 12 years old, when I was 10, I was babysitting other people's kids by myself. But I could not leave my 12-year-old at the house.
I'm about to say, you're running out, you're running out of time on that one.
No, it's and it's scary. And I have cameras everywhere because we got broke into, so I have like a camera in every room, but he still does shit even though he knows he's on camera, he still does it, which is just hilarious.
Yeah. Well, we did one of the nights this past week when we watched him. We actually had to leave him at home for about, we didn't have to, we could have forced him, but we decided to trust him for at least about an hour on his own here. Because I was like, well, I don't know. We locked our door just to make sure he couldn't get into our stuff.
Yeah.
Because he's still kind of iffy on like getting into other people's stuff. And I probably should have locked Justin's too, but whatever. But he did fine. Came home, he was watching Enola Holmes.
It's a good show.
I was like, not what I would expect a 12-year-old to be watching, but whatever.
And I mean, he portrays himself as this big bad, like, I gotta look fly or drippy or whatever the fuck they say nowadays. But then there's a soft side to him that likes his, kind of Enola Holmes kind of shows and just, and he is somewhat sensitive.
Oh, he's very sensitive.
But
he just wants to put on a front that he's not.
He does.
This is insecurities, a lot of it.
Right, and he's gonna have to work through that. I don't know if that. I don't think you can fix that because I have my own. So I have not fixed mine, and I'm 42. So.
Well, I don't know. Because I would say you have maybe one and a half more years where you're gonna not be able to leave him at home. I would say end of elementary school, junior high area is where he's gonna have to start spending some time at home alone.
Why?
Well, what are you gonna do after school?
He's gonna have, whether he likes it or not.
Okay.
And then I'll pick him up after work because I work just right there. So.
What if he gets kicked out of sports?
Then he gets kicked out of sports. Then he'll do after school. They have after school and middle school, don't they?
No.
Well, I'll figure some shit out. I'll Uber him to work and make him sit outside on the bench outside of work, whether rain or shine, it's cold, hot. I
was about to say, your bosses have been talking about you letting him work from home.
And that would be a perfect time to let me work from home.
Hell
Take
yeah.
lunch at 3 to go pick up my son.
There you go.
So I can eat at my desk at the house, make my own shit.
There you go.
Microwave. Sandwich.
Sandwich.
Not like I eat that much anyways, so. We will come to that bridge when it's time, but how would the fuck I get him home? Because he is not from my district. If he gets into the M2M, minority to majority, and he gets to go to Huntsville Middle, or Huntsville Junior High, then he's still not zoned for me. They would not bus him to my house.
Can he take buses? They have buses like from elementaries to elementaries, though, don't they?
I don't think so.
I think they do, because I've seen kids.
But he's not in elementary. He'd have to walk to Blossomwood. You trust him to walk across the street? I don't.
Yeah.
Hell, in that case, just walk to Huntsville. It's just down the street.
That's true. Wait, from
Huntsville High? Huntsville Middle.
Yeah, I guess it is. Yeah.
You go 3 blocks, go 5 blocks, and there you are. Ish. It's not far.
I can do that.
I'll figure it out. But right now, I'm just trying to get summer figured out. So stop trying to put 2 years ahead of me into my head. Goodness gracious.
Goodness
We're talking
gracious.
about chores, Jason, not what I'm going to do with a middle schooler. Stop.
I'm about to say the chore is putting up with these fucking kids.
That is a big chore. It's not a chore I ever wanted. I didn't think it'd be this hard.
I was about to say, you just said you want kids.
I know, but I didn't think it would be this hard. Because Patrick was so easy.
Yeah.
Like, my brother was, he was so easy.
There is a lady in our support group. Jennifer and I go to a support group for adopted families. Nice lady. She is like maybe 5 foot nothing. Little tiny blonde lady. She's a teacher. She always has like 5 or 6 foster kids.
Yes.
And I was like, how the fuck do you handle that? She's a single mom, tiny little lady. She doesn't do boys. That's one thing I think that helps too. Mm-hmm. It's all girls. But in the same breath, I'm just like, yikes. Yeah. That's a lot. Mm-hmm. I don't know. We talk about you getting overwhelmed with Wesley with one. I don't know how she does it.
Big kudos to anyone that can do multiples that are baby kids.
Well, I think that's part of it too. She doesn't take the really bad baby kids.
I mean, you don't know that they're baby until you get them. And for anyone, because apparently not everybody knows about Bebe's Kids, it was a movie in the 90s, and it was a really bad kid, so Bebe is just kind of short for bad kid. It was an awesome animated movie that I love, but the other day I said Bebe, and they were like, what the hell are you talking about?
she's talking about in our support group. She said it, and the white mothers were like, "What?
Yeah. So
What are you talking about?"
So I love it. So I just assume everybody's seen Bebe's Kids, but apparently they have not. But yeah, so I mean, big kudos to anyone that can handle one kid. I woke up this morning telling myself I'm not going to yell, I'm not going to cuss at That lasted all of...
What did he do this morning?
Well, it was, Mom, can I get my tablet? I'm like, dude, good morning, by the way. He's like, I've eaten my breakfast. I've gotten everything done. I was like, you did what I asked you to do last night. What's that? What we do every Saturday, and that's when we get our clothes together. Because he don't remember that shit.
Hell no.
Ever. And I was like, and we're cleaning your bathroom. Because I've been telling you the last couple of weeks, and then I unfortunately have a horrible memory, and I blame it on the COVID.
Blame it on the rain.
I forget to tell him and have to walk him through it. So I was like, we're doing it today. Okay. And then he says, well, I'm done. So you've got all your clothes together. They're in the kitchen where they need to be done so that I can go through them and make sure you ain't have... Because I have to go through his pockets because I don't trust him not to have anything in his pockets that will wash that could ruin shit. Yes. Go in the kitchen. Wesley, where the fuck are the clothes? In my bedroom? Is that done? Where do we put our clothes so Mama can go through them? In the kitchen. Well, yeah. Go get them. Come on. I was like, 10 minutes. Damn it. Because he knows what buttons to push, and I am a cusser anyways. And it just comes out, and I'm like, fuck. I didn't want to say fuck. Just said fuck twice. Okay. And it just irritates me. But those are his chores. So I'm like, you gotta do your... Don't even call them chores. I call them, this is what the fuck we need to get done. So that way you have clean clothes for the week, because he always has to be all white or all black or drippy or whatever the fuck he says, you know? So, I don't know. It's just, kids.
Fucking kids.
Yes.
I'm trying to think. I think in the next couple of years, I'm going to start, we should probably start not a sign-up sheet, but like a whiteboard. Like, here are the chores for the week. All of them. Granddad will take some. Grandpa will take some. Clay will take a smaller amount.
Right.
And then we just, check them off and make sure we get them done every week. But,
that sounds like a lot of work.
Well, I'm just trying to think of, we can rotate the chores out too, vacuuming and cleaning up in the kitchen and mopping, that sort of stuff. And
but you really vacuum your toilet, dude.
I let the Roomba run. Well, that's what I mean by vacuuming.
But you actually have to vacuum, don't you? Some spots?
Yeah. I don't think it's that big of a deal to set up a whiteboard with these chores.
Well, then do it.
I will. But I'm lazy.
He lies.
I will get there eventually.
3 years from now.
I have good ideas. Bringing them to fruition, especially in the last 2 years since the hips been a little challenging.
Sure. I'll believe it when I see it.
Okay.
So season 5, guys, will have a whiteboard.
Yeah, Jennifer will stop cussing.
Fuck that. I ain't never said I was going to stop cussing.
I was going to say, that boy's going to start cussing fucked out in a couple more years, right?
I mean, don't do it around me. My mama told me when I was 12, because I cussed in front of her and didn't mean to. I walked in the house and thought no one was home.
Yeah.
And she was like, just don't cuss around grown-ups. I was like, okay. And I kept to that. And I still don't, even though technically I'm a grown-up, I don't cuss around my mom still.
Yeah. You don't really cuss around my mom either.
No, I try not to. I still try to be respectful of hers.
What were your chores growing up? Did you have many? I mean, your dad was kind of a fuck off, so did you have any chores?
Well, I had to clean house. I had to do my own laundry with my father and just live with my father. I had to cook my own food, and that was at 12. So I was babysitting, making my own money at 10. So I mean, I've always been care of all my stuff, and then when I moved in with my mom, I did both of our laundry. So I've always been cleaning and responsible. I was pretty good. I could have gotten onto a whole.
I was about to say you didn't have 5 kids by the time you were 17,
nope.
So.
I had to adopt mine at 30. No.
38.
37.
Late 30s. How about
38, because we've had him for 4 years. Woo.
We're old, folks. We're old. We're middle. Well.
But I mean, he's 12, so it's we have a 12-year difference, or 10, right?
Who?
Because he's 12, I'm 42, so we have a 30-year difference
Oh.
between us.
I was like,
I had to math. Math is hard.
I was like, where'd the 10
I was
come from?
thinking of the 10-year because we have 10 years that we're equal. Like, never mind.
Okay.
30 years. Words are hard. Leave me alone. You're laughing at me.
The Alzheimer's is setting in.
Yes.
All right. Well, Miss Jennifer, now that we've exhaustively talked about chores, what have we been snacking on?
We are eating mini pretzel crisps.
Yes. Your good hostess, Jason, did not go to the store and get a specific snack. And I asked Jennifer, I was like, do you want some leftover Easter candy? She's like, no. I'm like, okay, how about some? Go check the pantry, see what we got.
But I didn't know they had minis. These are really cute.
Yeah, they are fun.
And they're fun.
Oh, you know what? These would probably be good for those, well, they're probably a little too small. The pretzel Rolo things. Maybe a little too small.
I think they're a little too small.
Yeah.
I think the Rolo would take over all
Yeah,
of it.
it would be too big for the base.
Yeah.
But we'll do that for one of our podcasts. We'll
I
make some of the
gotcha.
pretzel crisps.
And if I remember correctly, you are doing our story time
Yes.
today.
Okay, so we've had our snack. We've got our cocktail. So this one comes recently. I think it was about 3 weeks ago. We were watching my younger two granddaughters, Ayana and Jalen. And every Sunday, Jennifer and Zane and I all go to the grocery store. And Kiki, my daughter, was up. And we had been watching the younger two for, it was like Thursday, I think. Anyway, she came up Friday and spent the weekend with us. And we get home from shopping on Sunday. And Kiki's kind of curled up on the couch watching TV. And Ayana, the toddler, who's not quite 2, was running around the house, running amok. And we get home, and there's kitty litter everywhere in the utility room. And we looked down, and it was like there was a snow angel. Like, Ayana had gotten to the litter box, like, played it like sand, and spread it all over the utility room. And then I guess laid down, and I don't know if she meant to do it, but, like, there was a little tiny, it was so gross.
Yeah.
And I was like, Kiki, baby needs a bath. Oh, it was so nasty.
Yeah. But luckily you have that expensive litter where there's not really any, like, chunks that could have been
The little robot,
in there. So,
Oh, she didn't find any Kitty Krispies.
yeah, that she didn't, like, pee
Right.
or poop or, like, have that spread everywhere and was laying in that. At least it was technically somewhat clean litter.
At that time, though, like, there's a certain, like, level that the litter gets to, it'll clump the pee up on the edge. Like, the cats like to pee on the edge, and there was a couple of clumps. So there was a big yeah. So she got some cat piss on her.
Yeah.
Oh, so gross.
Kids.
Fucking kids.
Fucking kids.
And at least it's not like the dogs who like to go eat the Kitty Krispies.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so nasty.
Yes, it is. Come out with litter on their nose.
Give you kisses, and you're like, why is your breath so fresh? But
Yeah.
okay. Well, we got off short. This is only 47 minutes at the moment. So
wow.
I know. Although when I edit it down, it'll probably be like 40. Last time there's for a little background information, I use Audacity to edit the podcast, and there's Audacity of it all. There's a feature that will let you take out dead spots, so like if there's no noise.
Okay.
And it's an automated feature. I've run it before. It's taken off like 12 minutes.
Oh wow.
Of like dead space. So since we're at 47, almost 48 now, I was like, this might be a 30-minute podcast.
Oh my goodness. Well, I never thought we had that much time of no
quiet.
Yeah. Because I'm not a very quiet motherfucker, so it's like I don't see how that happens. But
I don't know.
I guess that day we just didn't know what to talk about, or no one was talking. We were probably eating some really good stuff or drinking some good stuff.
Either way,
Yeah.
This will not be a super long one, so
Yeah, we apologize.
yeah. We just appreciate y'all listening for
Yes,
the 4 of y'all that do.
Hi, Mom.
Well, thanks again for listening to another episode of A Guide to Poor Parenting.
If you like our podcast, please give us a 5-star rating on whatever platform you're listening on.
And if you don't like our podcast, just like when the kids ask if they can lock the animals in their room so they can sleep with them,
Tough shit.
go to bed, motherfuckers. Bye, y'all.